Hello fellow teachers and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So kung bago ka pa lang sa channel ko, please don't forget to subscribe para maging updated ka sa mga latest video ko na i-upload. So ngayon, ang pag-uusapan natin ay RPMS tools in the new normal for school year 2020-2021 for teachers 1 to 3. So I already uploaded a video regarding RPMS tool pero applicable siya last school year or sa mga nagdaan pang taon. Since ngayon ay nasa new normal tayo due to COVID-19, so nagkaroon ng changes doon sa mga means of verification. Ano nga ba ang hinahanap para ma-rate ang isang teacher para sa kanyang performance ngayong school year 2020 at 2021. So, I hope na makatulong tong video na ito para sa inyong lahat. Again, it is DepEd Order number 42 series of 2017, National Adoption and Implementation of the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers or known as the PPST. So, I know that everyone is familiar with the PPST kasi ito ay na seminar na before tungkol doon sa iba't ibang mga KRAs and objectives na kailangang ma-meet ng mga teachers all throughout the year. Ayan. So, ano bang ibig sabihin ng RPMS tools? These are assessment instrument used to ensure quality teacher performance at different career stages. They describe the duties and responsibilities of teachers across career stages. We have the key result areas or the KRAs for the realization of those duties and the specific objectives to attain KRAs. So for each objectives that we have, let me say we have the content and pedagogy. So meron siyang mga objectives and they also present in detail the various means of verification or the MOV that serve as the proof of attainment of specific objectives alongside performance indicators from outstanding to poor performance to help both ratees and raters in the assessment process. Of course, this assessment process will be beneficial most especially sa mga teachers para alam kung ano ba yung mga things to improve for the next school year. And of course, para mag-gradean, kailangan ng mga proof, kailangan ng mga papers, or yung tinatawag nating mga MOVs para malaman kung ikaw ba ay outstanding or poor performance. And I know naman na lahat ng teachers ay nag-e-effort talaga. So, why do we need this individual performance commitment and review? Bakit ba tayo nagkakaroon ng ganito yearly? To assess ourselves as an educator. So, of course, as an educator, katulad ng ginagawa natin sa mga students natin, nagkakaroon din tayo ng assessment. Ayan. So, para malaman natin kung talagang nagagawa natin yung ating duties and responsibilities as teachers. Second, to determine whether or not the goals of education are being met. Of course, kailangan yung mission and vision ng Department of Education ay maisabuhay ng mga teachers or magawa sa simpleng paraang alam nila. Ayan. Of course, hindi din dapat kalimutan yung mga core values na dapat taglayin. Ayan. Na kailangan nilang ma-impart sa kanilang mga students not only the knowledge, not only the understanding, but also the importance of values and manners. The third one is to inspire us and be able to answer these questions. Of course, sasabihin natin, naku, ang dami namang dagdag trabaho lang itong pinapagawa dito sa RPMS and IPCRF kasi napakadami mong kailangang ayusin, ang dami mong kailangang ihanda. Of course, part siya talaga ng work and you need to consider that. Kailangan maging ma-inspire tayo at masagutan natin yung mga question na to. Are we teaching what we think we are teaching? Are students learning what they are learning? Is there a way to teach the subject better, thereby promoting better learning? So, lalo na ngayong new normal. So, itong third question natin is very challenging. on the teacher's part. Kasi lalo na kapag modular, 'di ba? Modular or online, paano ka kaya magiging effective teacher and at the same time efficient teacher? Ayan. So, paano kaya natin may impart yung knowledge depende sa modality na best suit doon sa school kung nasaan tayo nagtuturo ngayon. Ayan. Okay, since ang laki talaga ng changes, 'di ba? Pansin natin, face-to-face, tapos nagkaroon ng transition dito sa new normal, wherein walang face-to-face talaga. Blended learning. Ang hirap sa part ng teachers, right? And then letter D, did I contribute to the teaching learning process of education? Of course, lahat ng teachers talaga ay napakalaki ng contribution sa teaching and learning process sa mga bata. Not only sa teaching and learning process, dun pa nga lang sa pagbabind ng mga module, sa pagpiprint, ayan talagang kahanga-hanga ang mga teachers. And letter E, how do I rate myself? Parang ito ata yung pinakamahirap na question. I mean, mahirap siya in a sense na hindi mo kasi alam kung paano mo i-rate yung sarili mo. It's either, kailangan ko bang taasan? Kailangan bang sakto lang? Or kailangan ko bang babaan yung sarili ko? And then, the fourth one is to review if we did well for the past school year and to do better next year. Ayan. So, kaya nga nagkakaroon ng mga developmental plan kasi para malaman anong objective ka ba mababa. Para for the next school year ay mas pag-iigihan mo pa or mag-focus ka doon para mas mag-improve from satisfactory, very satisfactory ay para maging outstanding ka na. Kasi yun yung pinaka-rating na kailangan ma-maintain ng isang teacher. And of course, ang hirap naman i-compare yung rating mo last school year at ngayong school year kasi nga, we are on the process of pag-a-adapt pa, parang mahirap pa din sa umpisa na ikaw ay nag-a-adapt pa lang sa bagong educational system. And then, to plan for the next year activities. So, that's very important. If ever na ganito ulit yung setup for the next school year, wag naman sana. So, gamay nyo na yung trabaho or alam nyo na yung mga kailangang i-prepare ahead of time kasi nung bakasyon, sobrang dami ng kaliwat ka ng mga webinars para gumawa ng mga iba't ibang mga reports and plan at nakakatorete talaga yon. So, hoping that you will fill this up with honesty and open heart for self-assessment to do better next school year. So, ito na yung pinaka-importante na maging tapat ka lang at kailangan ka lang magkaroon ng open heart kasi itong pagkakaroon ng rating ay hindi naman to pataasan ng grade A. Ang kalaban mo dito ay yung sarili mo. 'Di ba? Para ma-assess mo yung sarili mo, saan ka ba nagkulang? Ano ba yung mga kailangan mo pang gawin? It is for personal and professional growth. So, sa video na to ay magkakaroon tayo ng walkthrough ng RPMS tool for teachers 1 to 3 this school year, COT RPMS, SAT RPMS. We have the rating sheet and we have the supplemental documents for the RPMS. So, ito pa lang yung first part ng ating video tungkol sa RPMS tool. For any video suggestion or content suggestion, please comment down below. Ayan, at ito nga pala, ipapakita ko nga pala sa inyo yung mga files na gagamitin ko. So, pwede kong isend to sa inyo using your email account. Again, pwede siyang i-convert into a Microsoft Word. So, ngayon ay mag-start na tayo magkaroon ng walkthrough doon sa gagamitin natin. So, ito yung RPMS tool for teachers 1 to 3 for proficient teachers in the time of COVID-19 school year 2020-2021. Ayan, nakikita nyo ngayon sa inyong screen. Ayan, so ang una nating i-fill up daan ay yung mga position and competency profile. So, alam nyo na naman yan. So, hindi ko na siya iisa-isahin pa. And then, you have here the job summary. Ayan. At eto nga pala yung mga duties and responsibilities. Ayan, so 1 to 11 yan. So yung una applies mastery of content knowledge and its application across learning areas. Ayan, facilitates learning using appropriate and innovative teaching strategies and classroom management practices. And I know that all of you are familiar with the duties and responsibilities of a teacher. Ayan, so that is katulad lang nung nakaraang IPCRF o yung RPMS tool na ginagamit. Okay, so ready na? KRA 1, that is all about content, knowledge, and pedagogy. So yung objective dito is applied knowledge of content within a cross-curriculum teaching areas. Of course, gumagamit tayo ngayon ng SLM, and then yung ating MELT, the most essential learning competencies. So, doon tayo nagbe-base lahat at kailangan align lahat yung ginagawa nating activities. Ayan, naka-highlight dito. Ano ba yung mga hahanapin or yung ating mga MOV? An observation of a video lesson that is SLM-based or MELT. So, kailangan yung video natin ay naka-base doon sa SLM or MELT. Kasi kalimitan sa mga school na ang kanilang modality ay modular. Pero kapag naman kayo ay merong online, ayan, so pwedeng an online observation of online synchronous teaching. Of course, from your principal or school heads or master teacher, meron silang COT forms na ibibigay sa'yo. Ayan, so doon kanila ginaradan. So, COT forms yung matatanggap mo at naandun yung iba't ibang mga domains kung saan ka nigradan. We're in online, tapos kasama din sa online class yung nag-observe. Ayan. So, if options 1 and 2 are not possible, an observation of demonstration teaching via LAC session. So, yung sinasabi ko nga pala dun sa LAC session wherein yung mga maging students mo ay mga co-teachers mo, dun ka magkakaroon ng observation. Okay? For number 2, ensure the positive use of ICT to facilitate the teaching and learning process. Of course, talagang gamit na gamit ngayon yung ICT. At kailangan i-utilize ang paggamit ng ICT. Ano ba nga hanapin dito? Any supplementary material in print or digital format made by the ratee. So, kailangan ay sariling gawa nyo to facilitate the teaching and learning process. Ayan, so you have here the activity sheets, teacher-made activity sheets. You have here the one lesson from a self-learning module or the SLM. So, ito yung lesson plan na pwedeng ginamit nyo for your observation. So, it can be DLL. Kung ano yung pinapagawa sa nyo, pwedeng weekly home learning plan, pwedeng WLP, pwedeng WLL, pwedeng lesson exemplar, and the likes. And then, video lesson, audio lesson, ayan. So, yun yung mga pwede nyong i-attach. And then, for number 3, we have applied a range of teaching strategies to develop critical and creative thinking as well as the other higher order thinking skills. So, same MOV lang tayo, just like yung sa number 2 na objective, pero make sure na yung mga ginagawa nyo mga activity sheets or yung merong mga questioning doon sa inyong DLP or lesson exemplar, kailangan meron doong higher order thinking skills. For example, nagawa ka ng 5 questions, yung 3 doon, pwedeng remembering or understanding, tapos yung 2 questions, pwedeng analyzing or evaluating. Kailangan ano siya, higher order thinking skills or HOTS. So, dito talaga gagana yung analytical and critical thinking ng isang estudyante. So, ganun lang siya. And then, pwede yun sa mga video lesson, audio lesson, and other learning materials in print or digital format. Ayan. So, again, pag tayo gumawa ng mga activities, make sure meron tong naka-incorporate na HOTS. And that's very important. So, more or less, mga reflection. Kasi kapag mga reflection, it is subjective. Doon mo malalaman kung meron ba talagang natutunan or kaya bang i-apply ito ng mga students in their real life. Ayan. So, yun yung MOV natin for Objective 3 under Content and Pedagogy. So, dito na tayo sa KRA 2, Diversity of Learners and Assessment and Reporting. So, it's very challenging because our students are diverse and they are unique. Ayan. So, sa number 4, establish a learner-centered culture by using teaching strategies that respond to their linguistic, cultural, socio-economic, and religious backgrounds. Ayan. So, any supplementary materials, same lang din siya ng MOV, pero dito kailangan nagpapakita siya or nag-highlight ng teaching strategies that are responsive to learners' linguistic, cultural, socio-economic, or religious backgrounds. Or in short, you need or you have to prepare a differentiated activities. Ang hirap lang no kapag walang face-to-face, lalo na kapag walang mga performance tasks, hindi mo siya ma-incorporate. Or paano mo siya ma-incorporate when in terms of mga written activities lang, or paano ka magkakaroon ng performance task na ma-highlight mo yung ating objective 4. At kailangan yung mga video lesson or yung mga audio lesson ay nag-highlight pa rin sa objective number 4. Again, sa MOV natin, you can use the same video or audio or activity sheets or yung mga lesson plan as long as pasok yung objective na to. So, pwede siyang paulit-ulit na gamitin. So, maganda in one lesson plan nandun na lahat yung objectives. Okay, so we have 4 observations naman So, kaya kailangan talagang matouch nyo yung mga objective. So, we have 4 COT forms or 4 observation all throughout the year. So, for number 5, so medyo mahaba lang yung ating objective. Plan and deliver teaching strategies that are responsive to the special educational needs of the learners. Ayan, basahin na lang natin yung MOV. Classroom observation tool. Ayan, so or rating sheet or inter-observer agreement. Again, yung tatlo ulit yung pwedeng yung maging options. Pwedeng online, pwedeng through video, or pwede namang during the lock session set by your school heads, wherein mga magiging students mo ay yung mga co-teachers mo, wherein kailangan ay matouch yung objective 5 dito. Kaso medyo mahirap matouch yung objective 5 kasi nga ay hindi mo ma-measure talaga dito yung authenticity or hindi mo maano kung talagang naipakita mo or naipamalas mo or talagang na-meet yung ating objective 5. Ayan, kasi nga ay walang face-to-face. But, try your best to cope up with objective 5. Ayan, nakalagay naman dito yung difficulty ng learners. How are you going to address the difficulty of the learners? Halimbawa, nahihirapang mag-solve, nahihirapang magbasa. So, paano ka magdi-deal dito? So, para magkaroon ka ng attachment dito sa ating objective number 5. Ayan. And then, for our objective 6 under diversity of learners and assessment and reporting, use strategies for providing timely, accurate, and constructive feedback to improve learner performance. Again, it's very important na nakakaroon ng feedbacking, especially sasabihin natin to sa ating mga stakeholders like our parents, guardians, or housemates ng ating students. So, kailangan ng mga evidence na nag-highlights providing accurate and constructive feedback to improve learner performance and that shows timeliness of feedback given to any of the following. So, ng activity sheet, performance task, quiz or test, or self-learning module. Ito naman ay depende sa school, depende sa agreement at sa schedule ng school kung kailan ba yung retrieval ng module or ng outputs ng mga bata. And of course, kailangan yung teacher ay nakikip ng mga records ng iba't ibang mga activities na ginagawa. Wherein meron tayo dibang tinatawag na recorded but not graded at meron din tayong recorded and graded. So, kailangan ay maayos yung ating class record para if ever na nagtanong or talagang it is our responsibility na mag-feedback doon sa ginawa ng ating mga students kung nakapasa ba or na-meet ba yung passing grade sa activity sheets, kung nagawa ba ng maayos yung performance task, kung mataas ba yung grade or kung na-meet ba yung expectation ng teacher sa quiz or test. Ayan, kung nasasagutan ba yung self-learning module. Kailangan ay in time at accurate talaga yung mga data kasi yun naman yung mahalaga, yung accuracy, 'di ba? At yung ating feedback na ibibigay, don't forget na it should be constructive feedback. So, we have to inspire our students. So, kung gaano tayo ka-inspire sa paggagawa natin, dapat ganun din natin in-inspire yung ating mga student na magpatuloy sa pagsasagot. Okay? And then, tapos na tayo. So, I hope na nakakasunod po kayo sa akin. Dito na tayo sa Curriculum and Planning. So, dito na tayo sa KRA 3. So, 7 is selected, develop, organize, and use appropriate teaching and learning resources, including ICT to address learning goals. Ayan, ito naman ay COT ulit, or observation ulit. Meron tayong 3 options. It can be online, it can be video lesson, or kaya naman ay during LAC session. At kailangan ma-highlight yung objective 7 para ikaw ay maging outstanding. Depende yan sa observation mo. Kailangan ay gumamit ka ng mga video lessons na angkop doon sa iyong lesson talaga for that day. Okay? Para ma-meet yung learning competency. Of course, lalo na ngayon, kailangan ay talagang ma-utilize natin yung ICT kasi kailangan nila ng mga supplementary. So, eto mga video lesson na to will supplement their studies. No? Kasi yung, lalo na yung iba na hindi talaga agad magets kung ano yung nakasulat sa module. Or kaya naman, mag-extra effort si teacher, halimbawa through message or through phone call para ma-address yung mga questions or queries ng mga students with regards with their activities. Ayan. At ito naman ay ginagawa na rin before, even dun sa mga face-to-face ay gumagamit talaga tayo ng ICT. Kasi mas catchy kasi yung lesson kapag may mga presentation tayo or kapag gumamit tayo ng ICT. And then for number 8, set achievable and appropriate learning outcomes that are aligned with the learning competency. Ayan. So, gagamit tayo dito ng lesson plan. Even before, ay ginagawa na rin naman natin to. From the objectives, titignan kung magkaka-align dapat lahat. So, kailangan yung objectives ay ma-answer or mamimit sa iba't ibang activities na meron. At, of course, the teachers are using different approaches such as cognitive, collaborative, kaso ngayon hindi na siguro ma-implement or limited na lang yung mga collaborative work ng mga students, pero pwede naman yung mga integrative, no? Kapag may mga teachers na pwedeng i-integrate yung lesson into one performance task, much better. Or pwede rin namang reflective, and that's very important, yung reflective approach. Again, pag gumawa kayo ng mga discussion, mga activity sheet, performance tasks, and rubric for assessing performance using criteria that appropriately describe the target output, kailangan ang gawin nyo talagang basis doon ay yung most essential learning competency. So, we should base our activities on the curriculum that we have right now. And then dito na tayo sa KRA number 4, community linkages and professional engagement and personal growth and professional growth. For number 9, build relationships with parents, guardians, and the wider school community to facilitate involvement in the educative process. I think ngayong new normal, it's very important talaga yung participation at support ng mga parents sa lahat ng ating ginagawa. Lahat ng ginagawa nyong transaction, kailangan ay documented with parents, guardians, or housemates. Ayan, kailangan nyo ng proof of participation in any activity for improved access to education such as, but not limited to the following activities. Kailangan nyo magkaroon ng attachment ng distribution of learning materials, of course, Ito ay ginagawa ng mga teachers. From the very beginning, meron silang listahan ng mga students. Sinusulat pa nga nila doon yung kanilang SLM number para sa retrieval ay kompleto para magamit for the next generation. Of course, importante yon. Pwede rin kayo mag-picture taking na kayo ay papamigay ng mga self-learning modules. Of course, you need to observe the health protocols or safety protocols. Ayan. And then, kailangan din ng Brigada Eskwela. Of course, nagkakaroon ng Brigada Eskwela virtual. Ayan, kailangan din ng involvement. So, certificate of attendance or participation. Kailangan yan. And then, home visitation. Kaso nga lang ay limited yung ating home visitation ngayon. Alam naman sa ating sitwasyon. Of course, kapag ikaw ay nag-home visit, kailangan mo pa din i-observe yung social distancing, of course, and always sanitize. And then, syempre, hindi mawawala yung home visitation form. So, pwede rin mag-picture taking. And then, kailangan ding kumpletuhin yung home visitation form para malaman doon kung ano yung reason ng bata kung bakit siya home visit. And then, others, please specify and provide annotation. So, parents, teacher log, or proof of other stakeholders meeting. Example, one-to-one, parent-teacher-learner conference, attendance sheet with minutes of online or face-to-face meeting. So, wherein kapag ngayon, ang teacher ay nagpapamenting online, kailangan gumawa siya ng minutes of the meeting, or pwede niya magkaroon ng screenshot. Halimbawa, ang ginamit ay Google Meet or Zoom meeting, ayan. Pero meron siyang proof na siya ay nag-conduct para ma-meet niya yung Objective 9 na magkakaroon ng relationships, ayan, with parents and guardians. And then sa number 3, any form of communication to parents and stakeholders. Ayan, kailangan merong logbook yung isang teacher. Halimbawa ay tinawagan si student A, tapos sinabi kung ano yung concern, tapos kung paano na-address ni teacher yung problem. So, kailangan laging may ganon yung teacher. Importante siya. Or kaya naman, through messenger, pwede rin namang i-screenshot yung message at syempre, kailangan din sabihin kung ano yung ginawa na teacher para ma-address yung concern or problem ni student. So, that's very important. Okay? And then, Objective 10, participated in professional networks to share knowledge and to enhance practice. So, ang mga MOV natin dito ay mga certification of completion in a course or training. Of course, during the vacation ay napakaraming training ng mga teachers when in terms sa mga bagong mga plano ng mga bagong school works and reports na kailangan i-accomplish. Of course, meron tayo niyan. Kailangan din ng certificate of participation in a webinar. Ayan, upskilling and other training or seminar. Marami ding teachers na webinars, kaliwat kanan na webinars yan. So, kailangan lang nating ipunin yung ating mga certificate. And certificate of recognition is speakership in a webinar. Kung ikaw ba ay naging speaker sa isang webinar to share something with regards with your expertise, pwede rin yan. Or any proof of participation to a benchmarking activity or any proof of participation in school lab session. Pwedeng online kayong nagmi-meeting or pwede rin naman yung ginagawa nyong face-to-face. Ayan. And others. And make sure yung mga seminars na inaatinan nyo ay probably meron siyang QR code or meron siyang DepEd logo para naman counted. No, kasi nasa sobrang dami ng mga seminars ngayon, yung iba kasi ay hindi counted. But it's very important din naman as well kasi it's not about naman the certificate. It's all about the learnings that we gain from that certain seminar. And then, ayan, malapit na tayo matapos. So, Objective 11 na tayo, develop a personal improvement plan based on reflection of one's practice and ongoing professional learning. So, ang main of MOV dito ay individual performance and commitment review form, developmental plan. Ayan, so, ito pa yung mga supporting MOVs. So, ito yung mga inset, certification of enrollment registration form, class card in a graduate school. Ayan, yung mga nagko-continue mag-MA. At ito naman dito sa KRA 5 plus factor, ito naman perform various related works or activities that contribute to the teaching learning process. Ayan, ito na rin yung mga proof. Kung ikaw ba ay naging committee. Ayan, advisorship of co-curricular activities, involvement as module learning material writers. So, marami na ngayon mga writers, no? Mga script writers. Involvement as module learning material validator, kung ikaw ba ay naging validator. Or, in short, naging committee ka para mabuo yung mga self-learning modules na ginagamit ngayon. Ayan, so, coordinatorship, coaching or mentoring learners in competitions. Ayan, pwedeng isama. Participation in demonstration teaching, kung nag-demo ka na ba. Ayan. Recognition yon and others, please specify. Basta lahat ng ginawa mo na pasok dito sa Objective 12 natin na nagko-contribute to the teaching and learning process beyond the school community, learning center, CLC. Ayan, pasok na pasok yan. Don't you worry, yung mga ginamit dito sa presentation na to ay meron tayong glossary dan. So, pwede nyo ma-check yung definitions. So, that's it for today, fellow teachers. So, I hope na sa kalahating oras ay nakapag-share ako. So, diba, napaka-linaw kung ano yung mga MOVs na hinahanap. So, again, kung bago ka pala sa channel ko, please don't forget to subscribe. So, see you on my next video lesson. So, i-continue natin yung iba't ibang mga forms na kailangan pang i-accomplish ng teacher. If you want to have a copy of this one, please comment down below. And then, kung meron kang video suggestion for my next video, ay feel free to comment. Again, don't forget also to share this one with your co-teachers. And thank you for watching. God bless and ingat po tayong lahat. Bye!